Welcome to my channel. I love the original Pilates work, but it is pretty challenging. And sometimes I feel that if I do a short warm-up before, my body feels so much more ready to do the exercises. For this class, I've taken inspiration from the world of Qigong, with a warm-up to really get the energy flowing throughout the body. I hope you enjoy it. Bring the hands together and rub them until you get the sense of warmth and maybe energy in between the hands. We're going to take that energy and place it on the lower stomach, the place that Joseph Pilates called the powerhouse. As you inhale, release the belly. And as you exhale, feel the stomach drawing in and up. Really connecting to the sensation of breath and the connection of the breath to the center. Make the breath full and deep. Next time we inhale, we're going to sweep the arms all the way up, lengthening them up towards the sky, and exhale, bring the hands down the center of the body. So you can imagine as you inhale, you're collecting energy, and as you exhale, you're allowing the energy to wash over your body like a shower. Inhale, gathering it up. Exhale, allowing it to wash over you. Starting to circle the arms forwards and back one at a time, bringing some mobility into the shoulder girdle, bringing some rotation into the spine. Feel the feet connecting down into the earth. Take the arms up overhead, your fingertips together like a crown, and we're going to circle around. Trying to go back, opening up the shoulders and changing the direction of the circle, circling around the top of the head. Opening up the arms, taking them back, opening the chest, gazing up, and bringing the hips forward as the navel goes back. Reach the arms forward. Again, take the arms back, gaze up, open the chest, opening the shoulders, and bringing the tailbone forward as the navel reaches back. Reach the arms forward. Arms sweep up and back, chest opens, lengthening the front of the body and rounding the spine, pulling the stomach in. Really elongate the back of the body, and again circling the arms back, opening the chest. This time we're going to make little fists and start knocking with the fists on the lower back and the connection of the hips. You can make this as strong or as soft as you like. This knocking action stimulates the lower back, releases the lower back, and then place the hands on the sacrum. Bring the hips forwards as you lengthen the spine, opening the chest, gazing up as much as feels good for your neck. Coming back, drop the head down and glide the hands down towards your ankles. Use the hands to stretch yourself over. Take a deep breath in and out, and slowly rolling up one vertebra after another. Clasp the hands behind the back. Reach the arms away as you open the chest, gazing up, and then dive forwards. Head drops down towards the floor. Reach the hands up towards the ceiling, then bending one knee and the other knee. Allow the arms to sway from side to side as you do that. Then coming to center, Drop the arms over, and we're going to make gentle fists and knock up the side of the leg all the way up to the hip and the lower back, and then down the front of the leg and the inside of the leg. So again, you can make fists, or you can do it with the palm of your hand, knocking up and down. And then let's go to the other side, stimulating up and down the leg with your touch. Up all the way to your hip and down, making sure you also get the inside of the leg, maybe the feet, any way you want with that knocking action, all the way up to the lower back. Let's do the same for the arm. So we're going to start off with the shoulder, knocking down the back of the arm, then flipping the hand over and coming all the way up. Again, you might want to use a flat hand or a gentle fist, all the way down towards the wrist, all the way up towards your shoulder. Let's go to the other arm, knocking down, stimulating the back part of the arm, flipping the hand over and knocking up towards the neck and the shoulder. And again, all the way down, rotating the hand all the way up. Then with your fingertips, find the dimple underneath your collarbone. And then we're going to go over to the other side and stimulate that point on the other side. And then you can go backwards and forwards. And maybe your neck, your shoulders, your head, your face, anywhere you feel needs a little extra stimulation. And let that go and just notice what the sensation in your body is now. We're going to start rotating the hips from side to side. Initiate the movement from the center, and the hands knock on the lower back, spiraling around. And then take the top hand towards the front of your shoulder, that place that we stimulated a moment ago. And then flexing one foot and twisting, taking the other hand towards your shoulder blade, going back as far as you can as you twist it around. And then gradually letting that go, coming back to center. Flex your fingertips up towards the ceiling, reach the arms up and tilt the head over to one side, getting a stretch, and then over to the other side. From here we're going to take some head circles, so you might want to go all the way or just half circles. Keep the hands reaching away from each other, spreading the fingertips, circling the head, and then just really shake that all out. Then again, but this time the fingertips are reaching up as you tilt your head one side and tilt it to the other side, and circling the head. You might do half circles, or you might do full circles. Change the direction of the circles if you haven't already done so. A good stretch for the neck, and again really just shake that all out. Bring the left hand behind the head and the right hand behind the back, and we're going to spiral around, twisting over to the right. Lift your heel up and bring it back. Again, as you rotate, think of lengthening the top of the head up, shoulders down away from the ears, twist around, coming back. Again, really spiraling around, twisting the body and back. And changing the position of the arms, we'll go to the other side. Twist around, looking over your back shoulder and coming back. Again, lengthen as you twist, spiraling around. Lift the back heel up. And again, twist around, looking around. And bring that back. Going to take a lunge forward, circle the arms forwards and up. Open the chest, flex the front foot, gaze up. And again, circling round with the arms forwards, up, back, flexing the foot, opening the chest. Again, sweeping the arms forward in a wave-like motion, back, opening the chest. Let's take it to the other side. Waving forwards and back, flexing the foot, opening the chest, transferring the weight forwards onto a lunge, backwards onto your back foot, flex the front foot, open the chest, sweeping the arms in a nice big circle forward and back, opening it out. Coming back to center, let's start circling from the wrists and then add the balance on one foot, circling the other foot and ankle and changing the direction. Shake that out. We're going to go to the other side. So start off with the hands and the wrists and then add the balance on one leg and the circling of the other foot and ankle. And when you're ready, change the direction of the circle. You're finding the balance on that supporting leg and shaking it all out. Really give yourself a good shake. Shake the energy through the body. Take a wide open position with the legs. Inhale, draw your arms up towards the center of the body. Exhale, pressing down. Inhale, bring the arms up as if you're bringing energy up from the earth, bringing it into the body. Exhale, pressing down, finding the center. Again, inhaling, exhaling, pressing it down. And we'll finish off this section by again bringing the hands to the center. Noticing the sensations of the body, noticing how the breath flows in and out. We're going to move on to lying on our backs. So if you need to, get a drink, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And we'll meet lying down on our backs on the mat. Stretch the arms up and overhead, really reaching the body long from the tips of the toes to the fingers, lengthening, 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 and releasing. And then bring the knees into the chest, hug them in, bring yourself into a tight little ball, rounding the spine, and relax that down. Again, curl yourself into a tight little ball. Draw the navel in. Hands behind the head. We're going to lengthen the legs away as long as possible. Pull the stomach in. Relax the head down. Again, reach the legs out. Really lengthen all the way out. Reach the fingers. And we're going to start pumping in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep pumping vigorously. Each exhalation, pull the stomach in just a little bit more. Create length all the way to the tips of the fingers and relax all that down. Stretch the arms and legs out long. This time when you lift the head and shoulders up, we're going to float the feet up just a little bit off the floor and keep pumping in. 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. The legs are lower this time, so really pull the stomach in, really lengthen through. And if at any point it feels too much for you, you can always put your legs on the floor and keep pumping the arms just like that. Still maintaining that sense of length. Stretch it out, really lengthen. Circle the arms on the floor, Bring the hands to the outside of the thighs and slide up the side of your legs. Hold onto your feet. Give yourself a good stretch over. Bring the back of the hands together. We're going to draw a line through the center of the body. Reach the arms up and back, and again circling around. Sliding the hands up. You can use the hands to help you up. Use the hands to stretch yourself over. Back of the hands together. Feel the inside thigh connection. Feel the stomach. Bring the hands towards the chest and then reverse by sliding the hands down the mid part of the body. Reaching over. Sliding your hands down on the outside and then opening the arms, circling on the floor all the way up. Again, back of the hands together. Sliding up, stretching over, and sliding the hands on the outside of the body, circling around, and we'll go for a roll up. Lift the head and shoulders up, stretch over, draw the navel back, take a breath in, and as you exhale, slowly rolling down one vertebra after another, lengthening the arms back, rolling up, peeling up one vertebra after another, stretching your arms over, and then slowly with control rolling back down. Reach the toes up to the ceiling and then bring the legs towards you and bring the hips up just a little bit using your lower stomach. You can use your arms on the floor to help you, and this time going all the way with your legs over your head for a roll over. So open the legs as much as you want, slowly rolling down one vertebra after another. Circle the legs back together and then back overhead. Open the legs with control, rolling down, circling the legs. Again, back, open, working through the spine, and reverse by opening the legs, taking them back, squeezing them together to roll down vertebra by vertebra, down and then back over. Squeeze inside the thighs. One more time, taking the legs overhead. This time deepen the stretch by placing the feet on the floor. And one last time with control, rolling down. Keep the right leg up, hug it towards you, stretch the left leg out on the floor, and give yourselves a good stretch. Really breathe into it, and then we're going to open the right leg to the side. You can hold on to the foot or the calf or anywhere else that feels good. Opening it out, and let's take it across, lengthening the lateral side of the leg, taking it across as much as feels good. Into leg circles, big generous movement with the leg. Really using your center to stabilize. And let's reverse the direction. Keep both legs really long. Use the arms pressing into the floor to help. And bend the knee in, open up the right hand, use the left hand to take a stretch across, breathing into the right side of the rib cage, really softening down with each exhalation. Relax that for a moment, feel that length in the right leg. We're going to do that whole thing on the other side. So reach your left leg up. Really stretch it out, stretching the right leg on the floor. And then opening it up to the side. You can bend the knee. You can hold on to your foot or your calf. Trying to keep your hips square, facing up to the ceiling. And then taking it across the body. Stretching it out as much as you want. And we'll come back for the leg circles, really trying to create a lot of mobility of the leg and the hip socket while still using the center to stabilize. Changing the direction of the circles, reaching the toes away from you. And bend the knee in, open up the left hand and use the right hand to guide the knee to give yourself a good twist. Breathe into the left side of the lungs, the left side of the rib cage. Each exhalation, soften even more. And let's relax that all out. Hug your knees to your chest, lift your head up, and just rocking up and down a few times, massaging your spine onto the floor. And we're ready for rolling like a ball. So bringing your feet in towards you as much as possible, rocking back and trying to find the balance. So you're trying to round the spine, keep yourself into a tight little ball, using your hands, but really using your center to keep that rounded position. Going to do the Pilates series of 5 to really work the center. So starting off with a single leg stretch. As you exhale, squeeze the knee into the chest as you stretch the other leg out really long. Inhaling and exhaling. Drawing the navel in and relax the head down for just a moment. Then double leg stretch. Bring your head towards your knees and then reach everything out as you inhale. As you exhale, pull the knees in towards you. Stretching everything out, pulling it in, lengthening and bringing it in. Again, stretch it out and pull it in. Just a moment to relax the head and then clasp the hands behind the head. We're going to go for crisscross. Lift the head and shoulders up. Bring the opposite shoulder towards the knee. So really waking up the oblique muscles as you do this. Keep lengthening the legs and then into a single straight leg stretch or hamstrings pull. Pull, pull and change. Pull, pull, lengthen both legs. Still feeling the connection through the center, keeping space in between the ears and the shoulders, and we'll finish off with a lower and lift. Bring the legs towards you, lift the hips up just a bit, lengthen them away and make it as big or as small as feels right for your body. And let's come up to sitting. Open the legs out for a spine stretch. Reach the top of the head up, inhale, and then exhale. Walk the fingertips forwards, drop the top of the head down towards the floor, and feel your navel pulling towards the spine. Really relax over and slowly rolling up one vertebra after another. Again, reaching forward with the fingertips, reaching back with the navel, relaxing the top of the head over, and building the spine up one vertebra after another. We're going to go for open leg rocker. So holding on behind your calves, rocking back, and then up, find the balance. Again, rocking backwards, coming up to sitting, finding the balance. Rocking and balancing. Again, find the balance. And this time when we go back, take the legs back, support the back with your hands. Walk both feet over to the left. Feel the weight more on the left hand. And then come to center. Walk both feet over to the right. Feel the weight more in the right hand. Then bring the feet back to center. Reach the arms long into the mat. And slowly with control rolling down for corkscrew. So start circling the legs around, and you can make it as big or as small as you want. Really reach the legs as long as possible. Reverse the direction of the circle. Also think of reaching the arms long and pressing the arms down into the mat to help the movement of the legs. Bring the legs in and roll up to a sitting position. We're going to take a saw. Opening the legs, stretching the arms, and then going to twist and dive down, grabbing onto the outside of your foot with the opposite hand, really stretching over, coming back to center, to the other side. Hold on to the outside of your foot. Use it to help you stretch over and coming back. Again, twist to the first side. Really think of lengthening both arms away from each other. Back to center and over to the other side. Reaching the fingertips away from each other. Coming back to center. And we're going to stretch over. So you might want to open your legs out a little bit more. Walk your hands forward. We're going to take a few breaths just to be in this position and really let go. Really allow gravity to stretch the body. It's a great opportunity to come back to the breath. Slowly coming up, and we're going to take a side bend. Stretch over to the left, opening the right side of the ribs. And then coming back to center. Let's stretch over to the right, opening the left side of the ribs. Coming back, bring the legs together and stretch over. So you might want to hold on to your feet or to your legs. And from there, slowly rolling down one vertebra after another to lie on your back. Then turning over, lying on the stomach with the hands underneath the forehead. Lots of space in between the ears and the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, feel the stomach lifting up and the tailbone lengthening down towards the heels. Really feel the length through the body, the length through the spine and the legs, and then press the hands down into the mat. Float the head and shoulders off just a little bit, creating even more length through the spine, and relax the head back down. And press down, and in doing so, create that sense of length in the spine and openness in the chest. And relax that just down. One more time. So when we do the bigger extensions, we really want to maintain that sense of length and integrity in the lower back. So place your hands underneath your shoulders, press them down, lengthen as far as you can and bend the elbows to come back. Allow the legs to float up a little bit. Press the hands down, shine the chest forwards, lengthen the legs, and we'll go for a swan dive. You can take it really big, or you can keep it quite small if it doesn't feel so great for your back. And let's go to a rest position. Stretch out the back, and then come onto the forearms. Stretch the legs into a forearm plank. Lift the stomach up and rock the heels backwards and forwards. And keep pressing the forearms down. You might want to take them forwards a little bit to a sphinx position and kick the leg towards the hip. Kick, lengthen. We're doing single leg kick. Each time you lengthen the leg, open the chest. Kick, stretch it out. Kick, stretch it out. Open the chest and come to lying down. Clasp the hands behind the back, turn the head to one side, kick the heels towards the hips, and then stretch out the arms, open the chest, turn your head to the other side, kick, and open. Head looks forward and then turns. Kick, open the chest as if someone's pulling your arms back. Kick, head looks to the other side, and then head looks center. And press yourself back for a rest position. And just a moment to relax here before we start to build up the neck pull. So sitting with your legs straight, clasp your hands behind your head and bring your head towards your legs. You're really rounding the spine, bouncing forward and then rolling back. We'll start off halfway. Again, gentle bounces over. And then rounding through the spine as much as possible to roll halfway back. Again, bring the head towards the knees. Rolling back. This time go all the way until your head touches the floor, and then coming up, if you need to, use your hands on your legs to help you, and then place them behind the head, and again head towards the knees, rolling back with your hands behind your head. Coming up, you might need your hands to help you, or you might be able to keep them behind your head. Stretch the spine forwards, rolling it back one vertebra after another. Rolling up and really stretching over. And last time to roll down, so we'll do it slowly and with a lot of control. And then we're going to take the legs overhead, place the hands on the lower back, and think of lengthening the hips up. Make sure there's no tension in the neck. Reach one foot up to the ceiling and then continue, so you're splitting your legs for scissors. And then change the legs. Reach the other leg forward and back, really lengthening between the legs. Support the hips with your hands. Really get a good stretch of both legs. Then we'll go into the bicycles. Bicycle the legs in one direction and then change the direction of the bicycle. And then bring both legs back. Place the arms on the mat. Press into the mat and slowly, with control, rolling down. Let's take a bridge. So press the feet into the floor to lift the hips up and bring them down. One more time just like that. And then we'll do a shoulder bridge variation. Stretch the right leg out. As you lift the hips, kick the leg up, and as you bring the hips down, bring the leg down. So kick the leg up, lift the hips, and bring everything down. Kick up, lengthen down, up and down. Let's change to the left leg. Stretch it out, kick it up as you lift the hip, and lengthening it down. Everything lift up and goes down. Kick and lower. Kick and lower. Last time. And hug the knees in, rocking up and down the spine. Sitting up really tall for a spine twist. So let's start off with the hands behind the head to really lengthen through the spine. Twist to the right, twist to the left, then reach the arms out. Twist, twist, come to the center. Twist, twist. Each time come to center, lengthen even more. Keep the legs as long as possible, the spine as long as possible, the arms as long as possible, and then reaching the arms up, stretching over. Let's roll back for the jackknife. Take the legs overhead and then reach them up in the direction of the ceiling on a long diagonal, and slowly control it all the way down. Again, up, reach the toes up, and then using the center, using the arms pressing into the mat, control it down. Again, legs go up, and slowly, with as much control as possible, rolling all the way back down. Rolling over to the side, we're going to prepare the side kick. Reach the top leg back as far as possible, really lengthening it away, and then flex the foot, bring that leg forwards as far as possible. Sweep it back, lengthen it, lengthen the spine, feel the connection to the center. Flex, reach the heel forward, and then bend the knee, hold on to your ankle, and stretch out the front of the thigh. Coming up on the forearm, press the forearm down, reach the opposite hand, and we're going to kick the leg forwards and back. Really sweeping the leg long forwards and back, and lengthening the sides of the body. Lengthening the spine here as well. So you're working the whole body, the shoulder, the side, the legs, the center. Let's take that into a mermaid stretch. Bring the top leg forwards. press the hand into the floor, come up to a side bend. From here we're going to take a twist, reach the hand towards the legs, open back into the side bend and bring it down. Again, up as much as possible and twist, pull the stomach in, reach the fingers towards the legs, opening it up and bringing it down. Again, up and twist, side bend and release it down. Another mermaid. This time bring the knees slightly closer together as you enjoy the stretch, and we're going to do all that to the other side. So come to lying down, take the top leg, lengthening it back as much as possible, and then flex the foot, bring the heel forwards as much as possible. Again, sweep it back, create that length through the spine, and bring the leg forwards without compromising that length. Bending the knee, hold on to the ankle to stretch out the front of the thigh. Keep lengthening the spine. Relax the head down. And we'll come up onto the forearm, press it into the mat, reach the top hand up and kick the leg forwards and back. Really lengthening the leg forwards and back, really lengthening the spine, lengthening the top arm up, and coming to the first mermaid with the knees slightly open. Bring the top leg up. We're going to come up to a side bend, take it into a twist, coming back to the side bend and down. Again, press the hand into the floor, really reach up before you take the twist, reach towards the legs, back to the side bend and control it down. Last time, sweep the arm up and then bringing it towards the legs, opening up to a side bend and then taking the mermaid with the knees closer together, opening up the side of the body. I'm going to prepare for the teaser. So take the legs up. We'll keep them bent to start off with. Reach the arms back and then come up to sitting with the knees bent. Again, rolling back, rolling up. If you want, you can straighten your legs out. You can keep them bent, or you can play with when you straighten and when you bend the knees. So take it in your own pace, coming up and rolling back down, up. Take the arms back, open the chest, lengthen the legs as much as you want, and then placing the feet on the floor, take the hands back, press down with your hands, open the chest, gaze up if it feels good for your neck, and set your hips down. If you feel like a bit more challenge, straighten the legs this time. Again, pressing down with the hands, opening the chest, really lengthening through the whole body, setting the hips down. And bend one knee for leg pull back. Feel free to keep the leg straight if you want. Press the hands down into the floor, kicking the leg up, lengthening it down, kick up, lengthening it down, switching the legs, opening the chest, kicking up, lengthening down. Keep pressing your hands down as you open the shoulders, keep the neck nice and long, and release that down. Stretching over, really stretching over the legs, breathing deeply. And we're going to come to an all fours position. Press the hands into the floor, pull the stomach in and stretch the legs out to a plank and pulse the right leg up and up. A leg pull front variation. Once more and place it down and the left leg up and up. Keep drawing the navel in as you lengthen the top of the head forward. Press the hands into the floor and come to a kneeling position. Stretch one leg out. Place the opposite hand on the floor as you stretch the side of the body. Come up up and stretch over to the other side. Again, stretching, press your hand into the floor and you're going to pulse the leg up and down, lengthen up, reach it down. Keep reaching the top arm way towards the wall and then bend the knee. Grab onto the ankle, open the chest. We're going to set up for side kick kneeling. So kick forward, lengthening it back. Forwards and back. Try and keep the leg parallel to the floor. Keep pressing the hand into the floor and reach the top hand up towards the ceiling. Coming up, let's take a stretch in the other direction. Stretch the other leg out, place the opposite hand on the floor, open up the side of the body. Coming up, stretching towards the long leg. Again, hand on the floor, reach the top arm and pulse the top leg up and down. Lengthen up, lengthening it down. Really lengthening and then bend the knee. Open the chest, lengthen the front of the thigh. Side kick kneeling. Kick forwards, lengthen back. Kick and back. Flex the foot forward, point the toes back. Keep pressing the hand into the floor. Keep lengthening. Coming up and taking one more stretch in the other direction. I'm going to go for a variation on the crab. So cross the legs, hold on to the big toes and bow the head forward. Really relax the head over. Relax the shoulders down. Pick the legs up, rolling back. Change the cross, grab onto the toes and bring the head so the forehead's coming closer to the floor. And again, rocking back, changing the legs, grabbing onto the toes and just drop the head forward. Again, rock back, change the legs, grab on, head relaxes over. One more time, rocking back, switch the legs and take a stretch over. We're going to do the boomerang, another rolling exercise. So cross one leg over the other, stretch forward, take the legs back, open, close, switch the legs. Coming up to a cross-legged teaser, bring the hands behind your back, clasp them, dive the head down, circle the arms, stretch over. Again, take the legs back overhead, open, close, rolling to a teaser with the legs crossed, open the chest as you take the arms back, dive the head forwards, reach the arms back and then circle them over, stretching over. Again, rock back. Open, close the legs, switch. Rolling up, finding the balance, reach the arms forwards, control the legs down, clasp the hands, opening the chest, dive the head forward, circling the arms, one more time. Back, open, close. Coming up, find the balance, reach the arms, then reach them back, open the chest, dive over. Stretch. One more time, we're going to rock back. This time you're going to keep the legs over the head. Place the hands on the lower back. Reach one leg up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to change for a variation of control balance. Lengthen one leg up and the other leg to the wall behind you. Make sure there's no tension in the neck. Bend the knees. Giving the spine a good stretch, and then we're going to start rolling up and down. Next time we're going to play with transferring some weight into the feet so you almost come up to standing and then rock back. Coming up, each time you can go a little bit further up and down. And coming up to standing, and let's turn around. Drop the head over, roll down one vertebra after another. When your hands reach the floor, walk forward so you're in an inverted V or downward dog position, and just walk the dog, bending one knee and then the other knee. Reach both heels down, really stretch the arms, and then walk forwards to a plank. Feel free to bend the knees. We're going to bend the elbows back into a push-up and straight. Bending, keeping the chest open, straight. Again, bend, straight, tuck your toes, come back to that inverted V position, stretch it out, and walk the hands all the way back to your feet. Curl the tailbone down to roll up one vertebra after another. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, drop the head down. Fingertips reach towards the floor. Walk yourself forwards to that V position. And walking, bending one knee, reaching the other heel down towards the floor. Really, you can move the hips from side to side, making it very playful. Reach both heels down. Again, coming forward to a plank. Perhaps this time the legs can be straight for the classic push-up. So bend the elbows back and stretch. Keep the body as long as you can. Bending the elbows back as the top of the head reaches forward. Again, bend, stretch, and into the V position. Reach the heels down, reach the sits bones up, long arms. Walk the hands back towards your feet. Hold on to the opposite elbow with your hands to make a window. Just rock a little bit from side to side. Let that go. Drop the tailbone down as you slowly roll up one vertebra after another. Take a breath in, sweep the arms up. Imagine you're gathering energy up in your arms. And as you exhale, feel the energy washing over you as you bring the arms through the center. Again, inhaling, gathering it up. Exhaling, finding the center line of the body, feeling the energy washing over you. One more time. Fill your lungs with air. Exhale, bring the hands together and place them on your lower belly. You can allow the belly to be soft. And coming back to the breath, noticing how the air flows in and out. Noticing the connection of the breath to the center. I really hope you enjoyed doing this class with me. Let me know in the comments below if the warm-up made any difference to the feeling of the original Pilates exercises. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe so we can do some more classes together.